Hello and welcome to another episode of the Sunday Sampler. This week we're going to take a look at the frankly hard to describe game Loop Hero. So here's a little description of Loop Hero. The Lich has thrown the world into a timeless loop and plunged its inhabitants into never-ending chaos. Wield an expanding deck of mystical cards to place enemies, buildings, and terrain along each unique expedition loop for the brave hero. It's getting good reviews. People seem to like this game, and as I record this, it is actually on sale on both Steam and GOG.com. So if you like what you see here, go out and get it. I mentioned that it's hard to describe. I think it's hard to describe. I keep seeing it described as a roguelike deck building game. I guess, sure, it's kind of roguelike, but in my opinion, not really. And there is some deck building in it, which I frankly do not understand at all. Yes, I've played this game a little bit already. I went through the tutorial so that I understood the game so that I could, play it and discuss it and show it to you guys. So let's go ahead and get into Loop Hero, and I'll show you what I've learned so far, and we'll try to figure out some of the other stuff together. I don't want to continue. I want to go ahead and start a new loop, I guess, a new adventure. I'm going to skip the tutorial because, like I said, I've already looked at that, so let's go ahead and start with Loop Hero. So as you can see, the game is made to look like maybe like an 80s console game. There's a lot of that going on, and it's hard to tell right now. When we get into the main game, you'll see they've made it look like it's actually displayed on a CRT. There's like scan lines, and on the edges you see like a little bit of like a, I don't know. You'll see it. It's pretty cool though. We've got, some text in a pretty cool font down here, and it got kind of like 8-bit graphics going on here. Although I think these are pretty much closer to 16-bit graphics. But anyway, the stars in the sky are going out one by one. But no one notices it. No one can stop it. I'm racing to the last place where there is still hope. I need to make it before it is too late. Sounds of agony will quickly fade. The world will be destroyed. Even the memory of it will be gone. And even if there is absolutely no chance of bringing it all back, there will always be someone who is willing to do the impossible. In a place without space, without time, without memories. Okay, I guess I'm a little surprised that I'm on this screen here, this black screen. We need to build something, I guess, so let's go ahead and build. And this game, it's like an adventure kind of game. The campfire always makes me think of Dark Souls. Campfire is where you go to rest and recuperate. It's a safe place. You can see over there on the right, it says, a common campfire, warm and cozy. Monsters keep away from it, so it's a nice spot to have some rest between your travels. It's also the center of your camp and the starting point of your adventures. The hero restores 20% of his max HP upon entering the campfire tile. So we're going to build a campfire as a little home base for us, and we're just going to stick it right here because it's the only place we can stick it. Campfire requires some stable wood here. Stable wood, a log that somehow managed to keep its structural integrity despite the general chaos, and preserved rock apparently untouched by the Lich's curse, and thus suitable for building despite the shapelessness of the world. These are resources that we pick up as we adventure, and then we take these and use them to build things like this camp we're going to build right now. We have now built our camp. I'm not sure what that one up there means. But we're going to go ahead and go on our expedition. We'll start here with Chapter 1. Enemies have 0 to 1 abilities. Their strength is kind of weak, but their strength grows at 2% per loop. You'll understand what loops are here in just a moment. Max amount of resource 10, so I guess that means we can only have 10 of each resource type. I don't know. Our class is Warrior. Apparently there are different classes you can be as you loop. We just start off as Warrior. Warrior is a class that doesn't have any particular benefits or disadvantages, has the highest durability compared to other classes, and then we get plus 2% damage for each second of the fight. The fight being our fights with the enemy creatures as we go around adventuring. Additional class stats, damage to all, regeneration, vampirism. I don't know what vampirism is. I haven't figured that out yet. We'll figure it out. And now for the thing that I just have no idea what this is. Over here, we've got this deck building menu, and I actually went online to see if I could make any sense out of this. And I found a bunch of people talking about like, oh, how to build the best deck, but nobody really even tells me what this menu means. I don't know what these numbers down here mean. I don't know what these numbers over here mean. You can see like these have like little green dots. These have like halfway. I have no idea. The game has a day-night cycle in it, so maybe this is day and this is midday and this is nighttime and this is morning. I don't know. I have no idea what this stuff means. These are all the different kinds of cards you could get in the game. You'll see as we play these popping up. I'm just going to leave it as is because I have no idea what the crap that means. Let's go ahead and hit start. So I'm going to, oh, okay, he's going to pause as it is. He or she, kind of hard to tell really, right? This path, everything is wrong, but I remember. It looks like a completely different place, and it's empty again. Do my actions have any meaning? Like, I have a choice. If I need to give up and cry to save the world, I am the worst savior of all. Let's do it. Okay, so I've paused the game here. There are 2 stages to the game. There's planning stage, which is where we are now, and there's adventure stage. This is adventure stage. This is our little dude here. Here's a campfire, and this is the loop. We just go around and around this loop over and over again. Up here, this is our day progress as we adventure. The day progresses, because it takes a while to walk from here to here. And when we get to the end of the day, another day starts, and you'll see why that's important at some point here. And then up here, this is our map completion. When this bar is filled, the boss of this chapter will appear in the campfire tile, I believe it says. I have not played far enough to get to that, so we'll get to that together. This is the speed of the game. I'm just going to leave it at ×1. And like I said, this is how you choose between planning and adventuring. Right now we're planning, but there's not really a whole lot to plan right now because we haven't gotten any cards yet. We get cards by defeating monsters, and right now the only monsters that we have are these little slime things. Over here is always a little description of what's going on. I really like that. If we hover our little finger over here, it tells us on the right that this is wasteland. There's absolutely nothing here, well, except slime. And then it says there's a 5% chance of spawning a slime once a day. So I guess that means like each of these blocks has a 5% chance of spawning a slime. You can see that there's already quite a few slimes that have been spawned. We need to fight our way through here, come back to our campfire, because a campfire is a comfortable place to stay. It's strange, but all monsters try to keep away from it. And it heals 20% of our HP upon entering. Up here is our inventory. We'll get to that. Let's go ahead and do some adventuring. When we walk upon the same tile as an enemy, we fight it. Or rather, the game fights it. We just sit here and watch. That's it, man. We watch. And as you can see, after that battle, we got some loot. We got a shield. And right now we don't have a shield, so let's go ahead and equip the shield. Before I do that though, here's our stats. This is our character's stats. Right now we're doing 4 to 6 damage. That's it, man. Just 4 to 6 damage. We put this shield on here. We now see that we have a defensive 3, so I really like this down here that it tells us our stats. I dig it. Alright, let's keep adventuring. And we'll walk up here to the next slime and we'll beat this guy. and see if we don't get some cards or some resources or some useful items. You can see that we take damage as we fight these guys. This is our health points right here. Maximum of 250 right now. We've got 241. And we have gotten a rock from that last battle. A rock. Its magnificent appearance gives you strength. +2, I always say hit points, but in this game they call them health points. +2, we'll just say HP. +2 more HP for every adjacent rock or mountain. So, this is our first card that we've gotten in this game. Now, how this coincides with that deck building thing, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. The deck that I built, does that mean that this... See, I was under the impression that these were random drops, but are they not random drops? Are these based upon whatever we built earlier when I just accepted the defaults? I don't know. I don't know. Haven't figured that out yet. So anyway, we have this rock here, and we could place it out here. So you can see, we could place the rock on any of these tiles, and these rocks give us strength. But I'm not going to place this rock yet, and I will explain why here in a moment. Let's go ahead and keep adventuring and see if we get more stuff. I switch between adventuring and planning just simply by right-clicking. You could also click on this, and you could also use spacebar too. Okay, we got some more stuff here. We got a road lantern, a small spot of light in this grim world. Decreases the maximum number of monsters on adjacent tiles, and the effects of lanterns can stack. So, it hasn't happened yet. Oh, here we go. This will explain a little bit. Cemetery. A place for the dead and for some of the living occasionally. Spawns a skeleton every 3 days. And I'm just now noticing these little circles on the top that we saw in the deck building thing. We've got this one with like a kind of filled in circle. This circle's half filled in and this circle's black. Don't know what those mean. I don't know. But anyway, cemetery, right? Spawns a skeleton every 3 days. So if we take this and put this somewhere on our path, then every 3 days a skeleton will spawn. And you might be like, well, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to make your path harder? Well, you don't get loot if you don't fight monsters. Simple as that. So that is why you place things. So I'm going to place this one here. Maybe 3 days will pass before we get here. I don't know. And there is some strategy to placing these things that you would learn as you played the game, I imagine. I've only played like a half hour of this, so I don't know any of those strategies yet. But yeah, this is going to spawn a skeleton every 3 days. So up here, we'll keep an eye on the progress, and we'll see after the 3rd day if a skeleton spawns. In the meantime, we're going to keep walking and fighting. So I kind of like here that you could hold your little mouse cursor over top of the enemy and yourself, and it gives you information, and it pauses the fight while you do that. This is our hero. We got plus 2% damage, and we saw earlier that we have plus 2% damage because we are the warrior class, and we're fighting a slime. Right now he has 7 of 13 HP. He does 3.13 damage, and he does 0.6 attacks per second. And he's an artificial life and liquid. I don't know if that stuff is important, but there it is. Okay, we got some good stuff there. We got a sword, which does 4 to 6 damage. Now, you see that we're currently doing 4 to 6 damage. This is our base damage. This stuff stacks. So if we equip this sword, we'll see that we now do 8 to 12 damage. So that's pretty freaking cool. Our defense is now 3, but we have this shield that's going to up our defense to 4 and give us 2 magic damage. I'm not sure how a shield gives us magic damage, but there you go. So we're going to equip that. You'll see our defense down here go from 3 to 4, and now magic damage here. We picked up another rock. I'm going to hang on to that for a little bit longer, and we're going to continue adventuring. Okay, we got a ring from that guy over here. This does 2 magic damage, so let's go and equip this, and then we'll see down here that our magic damage will go from 2 to 4. See that? So the reason that I don't really think this fits into the roguelike category is because, well, in a roguelike, you fight, you know. In this game, the computer's fighting for you. It's roguelike in that you're, you know, going through a little dungeon-type maze here, but the roguelikes I'm familiar with have like this fog of war kind of thing, where the path ahead is dark until you uncover it. And this game isn't like that, but, you know, roguelike, sure. So here's a mountain. This is a card I've actually been waiting for. It's like a rock, but really big. You get plus 5 HP for each adjacent rock or mountain. That's why I was holding on to these rocks. I wanted to place a mountain first. So we're going to get plus 5 HP, and I think that is plus 5 to our maximum health points. So right now it's 250. When I place this, I don't think anything's going to happen when I place it. We're just going to place it over here. Okay, so this is still 250. For whatever reason, when we placed that, this is our backpack here where our inventory is. We got a preserved pebble when we placed that thing. Small stones that still remember how the world used to look. When you hold them, you are able to vaguely remember it for a few seconds too. And then 10 pieces of pebbles form one preserved rock. Just more resources that we'll use to build things when it comes time to build things. But anyway, just simply placing this mountain does not give us plus 5 HP. We have to place a rock or mountain next to it to get our plus 5 HP. So let's take this rock here. We're going to place it next to this guy, right? But each rock also gives us plus 2 HP and plus 2 more HP for every adjacent rock or mountain. So do the math with me here, right? This, when we place this next to it, is going to give us plus 5 HP. This is going to give us plus 2 HP for a total of 7, and then plus 2 more HP for every adjacent rock or mountain. And since we're going to place it next to this thing, that's 2 more. So that to me adds up to 9, right? Well, this is another thing I don't understand. Right now we're at 250, right? Let's take this thing, place it next to here, and now we're at 260. I don't know how that adds up to 10. No idea. My math says 9. Plus 5, plus 2, plus 2. 9. But it gives us 10, because we were at 250 and now we're at 260, and down here it even tells us max HP plus 10. I don't understand that. If you understand it, please let me know. I would like to know. Just curious. I don't like it when things don't work out to the way I expect them to work out. But anyway, so now I'm going to also place this other rock here because we'll get plus 2 more HP and plus 2 more HP for it being adjacent. So this should give us 4 more, right? And then on top of that, another plus 5 because we'll be placing something else adjacent to this. So this should be another plus 9, but it's plus 10, so go figure, I don't know. And we also got ourselves another preserved pebble for that. This road lantern down here, I have no use for this yet, but as we continue to add more cards to our path, more and more enemies are going to spawn, and at some point we may find ourselves in a little bit of trouble, and we may want to put down a road lantern. I haven't been keeping track of how many days have passed, have you? Maybe none yet. You heard the rooster crowing, that means a day has passed, so there's at least 1 day. We knocked that guy out pretty quick. Here's a spider cocoon, a silky bastion of 8-legged hunters. Spawns a spider on an adjacent tile once a day. Well, we want some enemy dudes, so let's go ahead and put this down. Now this you don't actually put on the path, you put it next to the path. So if I put this here, it says spawns a spider on an additional tile once a day. I'm not sure if that means it'll spawn a spider, like, geez, here, 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 and here? I don't know. Let's put this here and see, we'll see what happens. Once a day, it'll spawn a spider. Continue on with our adventuring. Fight another slime. Knock him out with 1 hit. We've gotten ourselves another mountain. We could put this next to this mountain here, but I'm going to hang on to it. And I mean, I don't know if this is a good strategy or not. I'm going to hang on to this and place it when we get more rocks, so I can put rocks around it. Oh, I just noticed something. So I haven't been paying attention over here. We've picked up some more items as we've been adventuring. We picked up some armor here. This armor gives us max HP of 99 and regen per second of 0.6. Right now, our max HP is 270, so this will up our max HP to 99, or add 99 to it. Put this on, now we're up to 369, right? This gladius is the same as the sword. It does the exact same amount of damage, and I like that there's a little equals right there next to it. Next to the damage here, which I can't show you because it goes away when I go over there. But I like that it compares to what you're currently wielding. Here is a ring that gives you 9% vampirism. Now, this is something else I don't understand. I haven't learned what vampirism is yet. I have no idea, so I don't know if I want this ring or not. This gives us magic damage of 2. Let's go ahead and do it. I don't know. How else are we going to learn about it if we don't use it? Then we have 2 shields here. This shield is 4, but it doesn't give us any magic damage. This shield is also 4, so I'm not going to use that. I don't know what happens if this fills up. I don't know how to get rid of these. I don't want to use these. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happens there. Lots of questions. Continue adventuring. Kill ourselves another slime. And we got ourselves another weapon, but this is the exact same thing. 4 to 6. We picked up a meadow here. Earth covered with a thick carpet of grass. Nothing really interesting, unless you're a cow, of course. This thing will heal 2 hit points, or health points, at the start of each day. I'm not going to place this either. Not yet. And we'll see why later. We're getting close to this place, but 3 days hasn't passed, so no skeleton's going to spawn. So, just smooth sailing. We got ourselves a pebble when we walked through there. So, we walked through the campfire, right? And since we walked through here, that completes a loop. It healed us 20%, we're at max right now. And remember, oh, this is once a day, never mind. Oh, that's interesting. 5% chance of spawning a slime once a day. These slimes, to me, seem to spawn after I walked through here, but we walked through here at the exact same moment a day passed, so I guess there's no correlation between going through a camp and these things spawning. You see here that now there is a spider here. Spawns a spider on an adjacent tile once a day. Okay, so it's just one tile. Doesn't spawn it on all 3 tiles that are adjacent. Or actually, I don't even know if it diagonal is considered adjacent or not. Another fight. So I think this game does a really good job of kind of recreating that Dungeons and Dragons feeling. When I played Dungeons and Dragons, a lot of it was enter room, kill monster, gather loot. There's just always something exciting about the loot that you get after killing a monster. And every monster you kill, you get loot. And that's how you survive in this game. Loot, loot, loot. We have a shield here that is really a little bit worse than the shield we've currently got, so we're not going to use it. We can speed up time here a little bit. Another day has passed, another spider has spawned, fighting another slime. Our health is still max. We got ourselves another shield. This shield is also worse than the one we've currently got. Now, you see here, these 2 spiders are on the same tile. When we get here, we're going to have to fight both spiders at the same time. You see here, both spiders are here. This spider has 16 health points, 6.01 damage, 0.91 attacks per second, and it says it's living. Okay. Killed one of them. Killed another one. And we got ourselves another meadow, and we got an Oblivion card. See, this thing's got 3 things on top of it here. Don't know what they mean. No idea. There's no manual to this game that I can find. And the tutorial didn't tell me any of this stuff either, by the way. This card is called Oblivion. A bit of the Lich's magic causes anything to be totally forgotten. It erases any established tiles and erases monsters from the road. So this thing, I guess, could get you out of some trouble if, like, you see a whole lot of enemies up ahead and you're, like, low on health. Maybe you could use this Oblivion to wipe them out. Speaking of enemies, I don't know if you could tell, but there's a little skeleton there, so 3 days must have passed. Little skeleton has spawned. Still don't want to place these meadow cards. I'm waiting for something else. We're going to go ahead and speed up time a little bit. Get over here to these slimes. Another day has passed. Okay, we got 2 rings from this guy. This ring does damage to all 2. This one does evasion 9%. I still don't know what vampirism is, though. Let's do evasion 9%. The thing is, though, that's it. That when you equip a different item, the old one just goes away, man. It is gone. I want some more cards. Some better cards. So I'm like, did I build a bad deck? I mean, I really didn't build it. I just left it as default. We got some more armor. This armor has 96 max HP, so it's a little bit worse than our currently equipped armor. Plus, our currently equipped armor has 0.6 regen, so we don't want to use this armor. We're getting close to the skeleton. Gonna fight our first skeleton. Here, skeleton, he has 24 hit points. Wow, damage 17.44, but he's very slow, only 0.3 attacks per second. Undead has a soul. I don't know why those things are important. Maybe that's related to vampirism. I don't know. Let's go ahead and fight this guy. We're maxed out on health. Boy, he took a big chunk out of us there. Okay, well, we fought him. We didn't get any more cards, though. We did get a shield. This is a much better shield. We're going to use this one. Equip that guy. Continue on. We're getting back towards camp here. Another spider has spawned. Another day has gone by. Another slime has spawned. Fight another slime. Oh, we got 2 cards here. We got some more stuff over here, too. We got a shield that's not quite as good as the one we've currently got. We got something called Vampire Mansion. Hungry eyes follow your every move through the holes in the roof. Adds vampires to battles on adjacent tiles. Well, let's see what happens, man. Let's add some vampires. I'm a little afraid to add vampires up here because I don't want to fight a vampire and 2 spiders at the same time. But what if we put this like here? Let's see here. Because there's going to be a skeleton spawning here. Let's see what happens if we fight a skeleton and a vampire at the same time. I have a bunch of meadow cards. I'm still waiting for another card before placing those. When I played my half hour before, my variety of cards was much better. Oh gosh, just more meadows. Another vampire mansion here. You know, let's speed things up. The hell with it. Let's fight vampires and spiders at the same time. I guess I'm just going to have to start placing these meadow cards. I don't know, man. Can I look at my deck now? It doesn't look like it, does it? So I can't look at my deck. So I don't know if these cards are chosen randomly out of my deck or what. But there's a card I'm waiting on. Apparently there's also like a maximum number of cards you could be holding at a time or something. Speed it up a little bit here. Get up here and fight these, oh gosh, 3 spiders? Oh, jeez. Well, here we go. We're gonna fight 3 spiders. Ooh. And a vampire. He says, back off, human. A vampire. Where are your lands? If your farmers need help, I would be glad to offer it. Okay. No more lands, no more flock, only hundreds of years of emptiness. Oh, look at this guy. And hundreds of years of hunger. What the? Huh? You showing your true colors there, dude? Save yourself while you still can. I don't know how long I will be able to keep my head straight. What hundreds of years are you talking about? Your mind is easy to trick, but you can't trick my hunger. It demands its share. Every sip, every drop of blood will go to satiate it. I'm too weak, but you can help me, and I will set this crumbled world right. We're gonna fight him though, aren't we? Right. I'm doing this not for just myself, but for everyone, in the name of good. So be grateful for my hard work, and just let me bleed you dry. Man, that's a scary looking dude. Okay, well, now we're fighting. Man, I'm glad I have a lot of hit points, because I'm kind of scared. So the vampire here, he's got a lot of health points. He does 17.19 damage, but he only does half an attack per second. He's undead, he's a vampire, he has a soul, and he has 30% vampirism. We don't have any vampirism right now, because I took off that ring a while back. But I'm a little nervous about this battle, man. We haven't killed anything yet. There goes one spider. Look at our health dwindling quickly. We're getting some items. Okay, another spider gone. Now we're fighting the vampire. Woohoo! Yeah, worried about him and his 17 damage. 11, 13, 7, 14, 5, 15. Oh boy. He's almost dead though. We've almost got him. Okay, we took him out. Vampires often owned our lands. They kept the peace and helped our settlements to prosper. Really? Okay. But this won't do it all. Now they are just pale shadows of their former selves, both physically and mentally. Apparently the blood of other creatures can't sustain them. Okay. He wasn't joking about the hunger. Even the creatures that stand near him are imbued with the power to devour someone else's life. Oh, I didn't notice that. I didn't hover over top of the spiders. Okay, so, we got an orb of expansion, a physical manifestation of expanding space in the form of a little sphere. Okay. Interesting. We got some new armor here. This armor is max HP of 253. Yeah, buddy, let's put that on. And then we got a ring that does some magic damage. We got a shield that's the same as what we've got. We got some more cards down here. I'm going to place this rock over here. This will up our max HP by 10. Inexplicably. Here's a treasury. This is pretty cool. This is a cool card. The thick walls guard all kinds of riches from thieves and previous owners. It gives a random resource after placing anything on an adjacent tile, and it can't be built adjacent to anything. This is the card I was waiting for. So we're going to place this guy here. Okay. It doesn't do anything on its own, but as you can see, it says gives a random resource after placing anything on an adjacent tile. Well, this is anything. I'm going to place this adjacent to this, and it should give us a random resource. And it did. I don't know why it gave us a bunch of random resources, but it did. We got ourselves noticeable change. This is enough to turn a caterpillar into a butterfly, a seed into a sprout, or a drop of water into steam. Will turn itself into something else too if you collect enough of it. It says 20 changes form a complete metamorphosis. No idea what that means. Ration, a small amount of food. Surprisingly, it can still satisfy one's hunger. These things are a real luxury now, and 12 rations form a whole food supply. So we put this meadow next to this treasury, which gave us some randomness. But for whatever reason, if you place a meadow next to a treasury, it turns it into a blooming meadow. A normal meadow, you can see on the right there, heals 2 hit points at the start of each day. This thing, this blooming meadow, flowers get a feel for the world and bloom with pleasant smells. This thing heals 3 hit points at the start of each day. So now, instead of just 2, it's 3. So we're going to just put these things all around here. Get all kinds of random resources. Increase our hit point regeneration. And here it's telling us hit points per day plus 6. That's because of this 0.3 and this 0.3. Or plus 3 and plus 3. Another meadow here. This should go up to plus 9. And plus 12. And we've got all kinds of resources now. Resources are not used unless we're in our camp. And we're not in our camp yet. We haven't done that yet. Now, adjacent in this game I don't think means diagonal. I think when I was playing it earlier I placed a meadow here and I didn't get the adjacency bonus, so I'm not going to do that. Instead, we're going to continue adventuring. Over here, we've got another vampire mansion, so when we fight this skeleton, there's going to be another vampire to fight. Along with the skeleton. And we'll see here that this skeleton has 10% vampirism because he's fighting alongside a vampire. I'm a little nervous about my health, man. We'll see how this goes. Oh gosh, yeah, I'm really nervous about my health. Really, really, really nervous about it. I don't think there's anything I could do in the midst of a battle. Well, we got the skeleton. We may survive this, and we did, thank goodness. Whew, I was really nervous about that. What is this thing? A shield. Look at this shield. Defense 11, vampirism 12%. Okay, whatever. Let's go ahead and use this shield. This armor is not quite as good as the armor we currently have equipped. This ring gives us 4 magic damage compared to just a 8% or 9% evasion. I think I'm going to keep the evasion, even though this is a level 2 and this is a level 1. I don't know. Man, how do I get health? I'm really nervous. Really, really nervous. We are going to regenerate some HP per day here. But every day more things spawn. And these vampires are tricky, man. They're making me pretty nervous. So, here's what we're going to do. Since this is a sampler, I don't know if I would do this if I was playing this outside of a sampler. But down here you see this little icon here. Return to camp, right? Well, here, if you press this, it'll allow you to return to your camp. But I don't want to do this right now. You want to wait until this thing is animated. And it will be in just a moment. See, it's animated now. Now I can press it, right? So now I can return to my camp and I'll keep all of my resources. I don't know if you noticed it before, but if I return to my camp without this being animated, I guess if I return to my camp when I'm far away from my camp, I'll also lose a lot of crap. But since I'm close to my camp, I can retreat, keep all my stuff. The thought of leaving the battlefield and going back to your cozy camp has passed through your mind. What a timely idea. The camp is just around the corner. Let's retreat. We have now retreated and we're back in our camp. And there's someone here. I can't believe it. Hey, everybody. The boy has managed to return. Okay, so I guess we're a boy. Survivors? Does this mean I'm not alone anymore? Where did you come from? Is there still a place without darkness? We don't know where we came from, or we can't remember. These people you see are only a small part of what's left of the group, I think. You're not sure? We're not sure. We reached that conclusion because of the abandoned luggage and leftover daily rations. With each day, new signs of presence of people that, as far as everyone here knows, have never even been with us. It's like we forgot them. You forgot? Exactly. It's like people disappear every day, and we instantly forget they even existed. Almost as if we forgot the place we came from, and our families, and maybe even ourselves. My name is Yota. That's the part I still remember. Nobody else's memory is in much better shape. That's why I remember so little about myself. Everything is forgotten. But wait, you said that I'd managed to return? That means you remembered I was here. Yes, that's why it's so important to us. We saw you leave, but you were gone before we could approach you. Listen, we can't wander around in this emptiness anymore. There's a campfire and a few sleeping bags here. A real luxury in these dark times. What do you say? Oh, of course. I'd be very grateful if we could team up. I want to restore everything. I've begun to remember the world as it was before. But there's no point to it without other people. It's too lonely without them. Remembering the world? I don't understand what you're talking about. I'm too exhausted. But we'd be glad if you could help us. And we'd be glad to help you. Just don't ask us to go with you. I don't know how you managed to return, but for us, leaving the group is too dangerous. I will ask no such thing of you for now. I just want to have a place Oh, wrong comma. I will ask no such thing of you. For now, I just want to have a place to return to, a place where I can hear other people's voices. Okay. Oh, she's back. We weren't joking about helping you. Here are a few things that survived the cataclysm and don't vanish away, can't be forgotten. Take them. You might need them. Thank you. Ooh, we got some good stuff. Okay, so this is our camp. We could build some things. We could also look at our statistics here, if you like that kind of thing, and I do. Build. Okay, so we have a campfire. We can now build a field kitchen, a very important place for any camp. If your nose isn't lying, there is good food here. This thing gives us plus 10% to the campfire's healing power and unlocks the Blood Grove card. Or we could make an herbalist's hut. The hands of the herbalist always remember how to mix dried herbs and brew healing potions. Potion heals 4% of max HP. You can take up to 3 potions with you. 2 potions are refilled at the camp, and it unlocks the swamp card. And then we could also do smithy, but well, actually, the only thing we can build is the field kitchen. See, right here it tells us what resources we need. We need 3 wood, 2 rocks, and 1 of this. Here you can see we've only got 1 of 4 of this, so we can't build an herbalist's hut, and we don't have enough materials to do smithy either. So let's go ahead and do field kitchen, and we can decide where to place it. I don't think it matters where. Okay, so we've just placed that. This dude's talking to us now. Do you know the difference between a good cook and a bad cook? The food made by a good cook is tastier. Okay. What, you were waiting for something more elaborate? Sometimes the truth is very simple. Look, I have a cauldron, a hearth, a couple of knives, a bucket of potatoes, 3 onions, and some ham. Nothing special. Everything is very simple. But give me a few minutes, and everyone in this camp will be running to my table, following the tasty smell of a good stew. Okay. Well, as I said before, we can't build anything else, sadly. But as you can see, now that we've built a field kitchen, that opens up refuge and gymnasium. Interesting. But yeah, all this stuff we're carrying, not enough to build anything else. So, that means we want to go back out to our expedition. And this is where things get weird to me. When I was playing this before, I was like, oh good, I'll rest at my camp, I'll build something, and then I'll hit the road again. Well, you'll see what happens here. First of all, it brings up this thing. And here's our deck building again. This Blood Grove thing has shown up here. So I guess I choose it, and that means... So here's an 11. I don't know why there's a 7 here and a 12 here. I don't know. Maybe it's telling me that I can have a minimum of 7 cards and a maximum of 12. Let's see what happens. Okay, well, no. Let's me get on to 5. Oh, but I can't hit confirm. Well, I actually don't know. Oh, I guess I have to have something up here? I'm waiting for confirm to light up, but it doesn't seem to, so... Oh, okay. Okay, confirm. Okay, so this is telling me that I need 2 cards here, right? This is telling me I need between 2 and 5 here. I need 2 cards here and between 1 and 3 here. Okay, I still don't know what these mean. These different circles, but I don't know, man. I say we just take every card, right? Why is mountain underneath of rock? I don't know. Don't know what that means. I guess these count as 1 card. I don't know. Okay, I can't change the order of these. Yeah, I don't know what any of this stuff means, man. I just can't believe that there's no explanation at all. You know? No explanation. I mean, the game does a really nice job of when you hover over things, it gives you a description over here. But man, it doesn't tell you crap here. I don't know what this stuff means. So I'm just going to select every card since I can have a max of 12, and I've got 12 cards. Blood Grove is the new card we just got. A living forest preys on wounded occupants of adjacent tiles. May spawn something dreadful from their remains. Can be placed near a forest adjacent to the road. Its roots devour enemies that have less than 15% HP left. Interesting. I think I get to keep my materials here? Let's start. So this was a surprise to me that I'm starting on a new loop. I wasn't expecting that when I first played this game. I thought I would just rest at my camp, do some stuff, and then hit the road again. But no, new loop. This is reset, so I don't know how I'll ever get to a freaking boss fight, because this thing, I don't know if you noticed it before, it barely moved. But in the meantime, we've got no cards to play, and we just have slime to fight, so I'm going to speed it up here. Back to just doing 4 to 6 damage. All of our stuff is gone now. Okay, we got a rock, which you remember before. I want to wait until I have a mountain card before I play a rock. Didn't get any good stuff from that slime, unfortunately. Okay, we got another rock card. Okay, what's this card? Oh, this is a battlefield card? It smells of blood and steel. Spawns a chest at the start of each loop. Enemies on adjacent tiles can become ghosts. Okay, I don't know what that means, but I do see that I have some armor here. We're going to slap that on us real quick. Battlefield. Spawns a chest at the start of each loop. Sure, why not, I guess. I don't know. We place this here. Spawns a chest at the start of each loop. Sure. Let's keep going. Whoa, got a lot of cards from that guy. So, a moment ago, I forgot that I was going clockwise. I thought we were still going counterclockwise, and I thought this was going to be right after the campfire, but instead I placed it right before the campfire. Don't know if it matters. Here's a grove, a gentle rustle of leaves, a crack of a dry branch, and a feeling of being watched. This spawns a rat wolf every 2 days. The wolf can move to an adjacent tile. Sure, why not? Let's spawn a rat wolf, why not? Spider cocoon, we know what that does. Let's go ahead and do that too. I don't know. Sure, why not? We need some enemies to fight, otherwise we'll never get more loot. We're getting ready to fight ourselves another slime. Whoa, he dropped a lot of stuff. Another battlefield. Here's a mountain. Let's go ahead and place our mountain over here. And remember, when we place rocks next to mountains, we get, for some reason, plus 10 max HP. Okay. Here's a beacon. A worthless landmark in a world with no direction. Plus 40% movement speed within its range. Plus 20% attack speed for all units. Okay. Don't really know why I want to do this. But sure. Let's place it there. And another battlefield? Sure, why not? Let's just see what happens if we place this stuff. We've got to learn how to play the game somehow, right? Okay, so we just started a new loop, and as you can see, both of our battlefields have spawned a chest. Got some more slimes to fight. Boy, I could use some stuff. I could use a better weapon, man. Come on, slime, give me a better weapon, man. Well, didn't get a better weapon, but we did get another mountain and more rocks. We're going to place the rocks down, increase our max HP by another 10. Keep adventuring. We got ourselves an Oblivion card. We talked about that before. Oh, this slime's putting up a fight. Okay, we got ourselves a weapon. Let's use this, get our damage up. This grove, I guess, it has been 2 days yet, so no rat wolf has spawned yet. Okay, we got ourselves a ring, which gives us a regen per second. Yes, please. Got ourselves another rock. Let's place that adjacent to this mountain and increase our max HP. Another beacon here. Sure, why not? I don't know. We've spawned a spider. We're getting close to this chest. Let's see what happens when we get close to the chest. Oh my, another day has started. We've got ourselves a rat wolf here. 2 spiders and a slime. This is getting a little scary. Whew. Okay. Oh, we have to fight the chest. It's just an object. Does it fight back? Does not. Okay. Well, we got ourselves a ring. 2 damage to all, plus 6% counter. The regen and evasion. Yes, please. And we also got... we got some stable branches and some preserved pebbles. Stable branches are for making wood. I think we'll be alright. I don't think I need to use my Oblivion card on this. Oblivion card erases monsters from the road. I'm a little nervous here because there's 3 monsters all at once. But we got this beacon here, which is going to give us plus 20% attack speed. It says for all units. Does that mean them too? I don't know. Kind of seems that way, doesn't it? Attacks percent. Yeah, I think that these things are normally 0.9, I think. So everything, yeah, plus 20% attack speed. So it's plus attack speed for everybody, so I don't really know why you would want to put a beacon down. But we've got a lot of dudes to fight here. Hopefully we'll get some good stuff. Oh, we got some stuff. I don't know whether it's good or not. We got a shield. We got 2 shields here. This shield's actually better. So we'll equip this shield, and this ring is not as good as this ring we've already got equipped. Here's another beacon. I don't know. Plus 40% movement speed? I don't know. Don't really know why you'd want to do that. Another day. Oh my gosh, look at all the slimes. So many. Huh, we got some more cards. Here's a cemetery. This spawns skeletons. Here's a treasury. I want one of these. I'm going to slap this up here. I'm going to put some meadows up here. Remember this? These meadows heals 3 hit points at the start of a day. When you place them adjacent to the treasury. Get some random stuff, so that's good. We'll start regenerating some of our HP. Another meadow here we can place next to this. Regenerate even more HP each day. But I'm a little nervous, man. We've got 3 slimes here to fight. See what happens. Oh, only 2 slimes. Okay. Spider card. Meadow. Okay, another meadow. Get a little bit more HP regen each day. Some more random materials. Got ourselves a blood grove. Can be placed near the forest adjacent to the road. Huh. A grove. So this thing can only be placed... It says placed near a forest. I guess a grove is a forest? So this thing here may help devour enemies. Sure, why not? We put a spider cocoon here too. So this is going to be kind of a hairy area right here, but this blood grove should help us out. I don't know. Let's just go nuts, man. let's put a cemetery here too. This might be a dumb idea. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Oh, we got another chest to fight. Okay, we got ourselves another shield. This shield is better than the one we're currently using. Get ourselves another ring. Ooh, that's better regen per second. Let's take that. I could use some regen, that's for sure. Really worried about my health here, man. Gonna walk through our camp again. You can see here that we could retreat if we want to, but I don't want to. I'm gonna keep going, man. More chests have spawned. It's gonna get really hairy over here. Let's see what happens. Gotta fight ourselves a slime and a spider. Oh, look at our health. It went way up. That's good. Get ourselves another meadow and another mountain. I don't know. Let's place a mountain here and see what happens. So this mountain plus HP for each adjacent rock or mountain. This thing, if these are adjacent, this should really up our max HP, right? Up to 399. Let's do the same thing with this one. I don't know. Our max HP is huge now. We're getting ready to fight 2 rat wolves. These things have a lot of HP. Okay. Got some cool stuff here. A meadow, another blood grove. I mean, I guess I could place another one here. Sure, why not? I don't know. Oh, look at this armor we've got. 336? Awesome. That's going to help us a lot. And this shield isn't as good as the shield we're currently carrying. Okay, let's keep going. Nothing but a chest ahead of us down here. Another chest. Okay, we got ourselves this. Too bad we got this armor now. It's not as good as the armor we're currently using. I mean, it does have damage and defense, but the max HP is way lower, so I'm going to stick with what I've got. 3 spiders here. But first, another slime. 2 more cards. Some armor that's not as good as the armor we're currently using. Another rock, another mountain. I don't know, let's make another mountain here. Man, look at our max HP, 671. Holy cow. Let's slap this rock next to this mountain. Up our HP, max HP by another 10. Got all these meadows. I'd like to get another treasury card. Place these meadows around. Let's go ahead and do this anyway. I don't think this will turn it into a blooming meadow. Yeah, see, I guess that's not considered adjacent. But this does still give us 2 HP healing at the end of each day, or at the start of each day. Now we gotta fight 3 spiders. I don't think they're all that bad. But they're actually doing some serious damage to me. I did not show them the respect they deserved, perhaps. Got ourselves another ring with vampirism. I like the ring we've currently got. More meadows down here. Got a slime coming up. Another slime. Got another rock. I'm going to place this rock next to this mountain. Up our max HP again. We got a chest coming up. Ooh, what was that? A goblin camp? The sound of backstabbing can be heard from miles away. Spawns a goblin on an adjacent tile once a day. Appears for every 10 mountain. Octiles? Probably supposed to say rock, right? Huh, found a bug. So that's why this goblin camp is spawned, because we now have 10 rock or mountain tiles. So every time you do that, a goblin camp appears. Alright. We got a chest coming up here to fight. Still a bunch of meadows, man. Give me a treasury so I could put those meadows down. Another chest. Look at this armor. Doesn't give us much max HP. Matter of fact, quite a bit less, so we'll stick with what we've currently got. You can see here I could return to my camp if I want, but I'm feeling pretty good. Let's keep going. You can see we've started a new loop, so more chests have spawned. We got some hit points because we rested at our camp, 30% healing. Oh my gosh, look at this place. But we've got 2 groves here. No, just 1 grove on that one. Blood grove, so that'll help. Fight this guy. Yep, more cards. Let's throw down another rock next to a mountain. Up our max HP. Still a ton of meadows, man. Gosh. Well, we got a skeleton and 2 spiders here. Pretty crazy. But we have a lot of HP. Ooh, here's a mountain. So I don't know if I could get more cards now or not. Are we maxed out on cards? Yeah, I might not be able to get more cards. I don't know. Place another mountain down here. Oh, oh, oh! Mountain Peak, a stone giant, could support the sky itself if it weren't already gone. Plus 120 HP, plus 5 additional HP for every adjacent mountain or rock tile. Spawns a harpy every 2 days. Huh, I wonder why that just happened. Huh, I don't know. That just spawned, maybe because I made a 3x3, maybe? Let's see what happens if I do meadow 3x3, if anything. Okay, well, I don't know what the heck all that was, but we just got a ton of resources. We got some cool stuff over here. We've got ourselves a scimitar. But this is the best. This ritual sword, 16 to 24 damage. Let's use that. Way past time for us to upgrade our weapon. And I don't think I want any of this other stuff. The other stuff we've currently got is better. Interesting. Okay. Ooh, what's this? Oh, this is a goblin, I guess. We're down here, making our way through here. So, surprise things happen. Unexpected things, which is kind of cool. Gotta fight ourselves a rat wolf. Ooh, we got ourselves a much better shield. Look at this. Okay, got a good shield. Come up upon another chest here. Whoo, that weapon does a lot of damage. This ring is a 3. More damage to all. I don't know, man. I really like that 1.2 regen per second that our current ring has. I'm going to stick with it. We have 2 Oblivion cards now. Got ourselves another mountain tile. Throw that up there, why not? Got a bunch of spiders here. So it looks like when something falls off the end of here, maybe we get some more items, resources perhaps. That's what happens when this stuff falls off here. I'm going to stick with the ring I've currently got. Here's another rock. We'll place it next to this mountain. We got some hairiness coming up here. Fight this slime first. Oh, stop! He says, look at this dude. Where did these goblins come from? I don't remember remembering you. We remembered ourselves. Now give us all you've got. You have no idea what's going on, right? Why don't you help me restore order in this world first, and then you can do anything you want. Goblin must rob. No other order in the world. Fair enough. Guess I don't have any valid objection here. Oh, wait. I do have one. How about... he fights him. Okay, so we're fighting these goblins. Ooh, they have a lot of HP. They do a fair amount of damage. Huh. Rage. Enrages after an ally dies. Ooh, scary. Oh. I guess he raged. It's strange how these creatures appeared here on their own. Maybe it means everything is actually not so bad, and that the world is trying to restore itself. Or that even the apocalypse isn't enough to get rid of some pests. Okay, ooh. Bunch of cards down here. Let's slap another mountain card somewhere. I don't know. Probably not doing this the best way possible. Here's another grove that spawns rat wolves. Road lantern, a small spot of light. Decreases the maximum number of monsters on adjacent tiles. Interesting. I don't know, let's slap one down here and see what happens. Another chest. And we pass our camp again, get some health back. So we've been playing for quite a while now, and you can see that I'm not even halfway up to a boss. So I haven't seen a boss yet, and unfortunately we're not going to get to see one here in this sampler, because that's all this is a sampler. This is a pretty neat little game, and I think you see what I mean now by it's kind of hard to describe, because I can't think of any other game that's like this. It's pretty clever. I kind of dig it. And I've had fun playing it this hour with you guys. I hope you've enjoyed following me along as we try out Loop Hero. Remember, like I said, it's on sale now, both on Steam and GOG.com, maybe even some other places too, I don't know. But if you like it, go out and grab it. It's a pretty neat game. And I mean, it's like 12 or 13 US dollars. It's really cheap. It's very impressive. Really enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, why don't you let me know, leave me a like or a comment. Thank you so much for watching and joining me on this week's Sunday Sampler. I wanted to say thank you so much to all of my Patreon supporters. Your support makes it possible for me to buy these games, whether they're $12 or $13 or 60 bucks. Makes Sunday Samplers possible, so thank you so much. If you're not a patron on my Patreon, there's a link below. Once you consider joining and helping supporting the production of videos such as this. Thanks again for watching. I hope to see you again in another video soon. Take care, everybody.